Coach, we find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Just a short time ago, sounds loud enough to reverberate across the Rockies. They're ready for football in Denver as the Broncos get set to do battle with the Los Angeles Chargers. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Melvin Gordon, the two-time Pro Bowler. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's 2nd down now.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten white.
Throwing on 2nd down. Rivers. And right away, he lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
3rd and long for Rivers. Gets this one to Juszczyk. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Lock and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 22.
Yep. Go now.
Now the young man who was a Pro Bowler as an undrafted rookie, it's Philip Lindsay. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. We talked about Philip Lindsay so much last year, but it bears repeating. Undrafted in 2018. The Broncos would sign him in May, and that was a good decision. He would have a 1,000-yard season, 9 touchdowns en route to a Pro Bowl appearance. So from undrafted to playing in the Pro Bowl in 10 months, that's pretty clean living for Philip Lindsay. On 2nd down now, it's Lindsay. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Check. He's coming. Double up. He's coming, double up. Now.
On 1st down, Lock.
I got you, boy.
And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
On 2nd down, a run with Lindsay. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
10 Lobo.
I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you.
Ready?
3rd and 2. Lock's going to throw. Got a man. He finds Sanders. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46.
Greystone, travel. Hit it.
Lock now on 1st down. And this is incomplete. Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think you might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
On 2nd and 10, Lock. This is the tight end fan. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in this paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Yo, go, go.
Man, QB's trash. Let's go. Hey, check my 33. Check my...
On 2nd down, here's Lock. He's got his big tight end, Fant. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Brandon, unless my eyes deceive me, I think they found a matchup that they're trying to exploit here, don't you? I mean, it's the 2nd time they've gone to him here on this drive.
Yeah, opening drive. It's a tone setter, right? I think they're going to be looking his way a lot.
Yeah, and I think that the way things are going right now, they like him as a featured receiver. Let's see what kind of adjustments the defense is going to make to try and take that away.
3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Joey Bosa with the tackle for loss. How about that pedigree in his family?
Yeah, some good pedigree. Tell us about it, Mr. Davis.
Dad played in the NFL, first-round draft pick. Uncle was a first-round draft pick. He's got a brother coming behind him. But Joey Bosa, guy plays really, really hard and plays all aspects on defense.
44, Mike.
Lock now on 3rd and goal. The quick slant caught. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be 4th and goal. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
I'm scared. Check.
We're scoreless after 1. 2nd quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. The Broncos had 15 4th down conversions last year, most in the NFL, and they're going here. They're going with Lindsey. And he'll wind up being knocked back to the 3-yard line. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And the Chargers hold tight down near the goal line. The Charger drive about to get going. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Rivers hands off to Eckler. And he'll be taken down for a loss back at the 3. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. And it's complete. Henry. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down L.A. Well, last year, Henry really looked poised for a prime breakout season, but then May 22nd, tore his ACL during OTAs, ruled out for the year. Actually was added to the active roster in a pretty heroic return for their playoff clash with New England, but did not play. 29 career games for Henry, 12 touchdowns, and now with Antonio Gates' career coming to a close, they expect a lot out of the 24-year-old Hunter Henry. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Charger first. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Gordon on 1st down. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38. To throw, Rivers. Complete, Hunter Henry with the grab.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. They go play action here on 1st down. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Well, had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon with touchdown number 8 on the year. As his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence, not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Let's go, defense.
They'll run the toss. It's Lindsey. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to the ground, this time with Freeman. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Denver has the first down, the play going for 15 yards.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Freeman again, a first down carry. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Not today. 57's the money. 57's the money.
On second down, it's Freeman, and he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Check. Watch tight. Tight end's right. Watch tight. Tight end's right. Out. 3 down. Out.
Look at me. Zipper. Get it.
They'll run on first down. Lindsey, he's got some breathing room. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Philip Lindsey with touchdown number 12 on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. McManus's point after is good, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And to no one's surprise here in Denver, that'll carry through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the number one thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad.
Is that Woody
he would have
Hayes?
kissed it on the ground.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. 22 yards there, a first down.
First down, Chargers.
A nice little completion there by Phillip Rivers. And you and I were reading the article yesterday, 5th grade. Rivers had to do a project where he had to make a poster about his dreams and aspirations. So he clipped out a football player from a magazine article and pasted his face on the helmet. That's what he wanted to be, and it turned out okay.
Not so bad at all. Remember, he's the son of a coach. And on that play, I think he made the old coach proud with that completion.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And the Chargers first down.
Step run 80. Hey, run 80. So don't say nothing. Behind.
Rivers on first down. Allen's got it complete. 7 yards to pick up on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. They'll throw again. Rivers. He completes it to Henry. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. On 3rd and 1, here's Rivers. And nowhere to get away. Rivers is dropped. And, Charles, they only needed a yard there. They try to pass the football. What do you think?
Well, I can't really go all out and kill them for the call because that 3rd and 1 fake and throw it over the top for a big play, that often does work. But in this situation, the pressure got to him.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. This is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for this. Run a big shot down. Nope. Guarantee the head coach is like, don't get crazy. Take the knee. Let's get out of here. Tie game. We'll just start all over.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. A final shot before half for Locke. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Set and ready to go for the second half. One touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score.
That's it, baby. We gonna work.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up?
Under pressure, and they got to him again. The former 3rd-round pick, Justin Jones, bringing the lumber that time.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Here's Lindsey. It's a 7-yard pickup. They'll be looking now to 3rd and 6.
You got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
15 line. Smooth. Check my 33. Check my 33. Go.
Throwing his Lock on 3rd down. He'll find Lindsey here. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. Now Lock. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Block now to throw. That one into the hands of Hamilton. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
On first down, it's Lindsey. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Set. 10-2 stop.
Now Locke throwing on 2nd down. The completion to Riddick. It's a gain of 9 yards, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike.
Not going to try and throw on third down. 20! He finds Riddick complete. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 18.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
Into the red zone, it's Locke. And he's got it. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Check 9, check 9. Recon, 132 fighter. Shoot.
They'll try to run with Lindsey, and he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. One more time with Lindsey. And good pursuit yet again by the Chargers as they stuff him behind the line. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's 3rd down.
On goal-to-goal runs, when you create lost yardage plays, the only way that happens is either called pressure or what I like to call straight-ahead pursuit. A great read, and they get to the backfield and make the play.
And that was a big chunk of yardage lost. They've been stuffed twice here for losses. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Team 6. Check Mike 33.
Man, I got you. Mike, check 33. 33. Hey, here we go.
5.
From the gun on 3rd down, Locke. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Melvin Ingram make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
3rd and goal, they decided to throw for it, but how about the play defensively? Couldn't find anyone open, left him nowhere to go with the football, had to absorb the sack.
So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
The Charger drive about to get going. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
This is Gordon as they go to him again. A nice job there as he rumbles for 9, and it'll be back to a 3rd and 3.
Red!
They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that would look like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 46.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Phillip Rivers, no stranger to 4th quarter comebacks. He's led the Chargers back to victory 26 times coming into this year. But work to do here if he wants to add another notch to the belt. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
And not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the fourth. And that will go out of the back of the end zone. Way too much mustard. Not a good punt, and it will come out to the 20. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about
that.
Super toe.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Lock to throw on 2nd down. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Strip that ball. Hey, echo. 57, Mike.
From the gun, it's Locke. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
At the 34-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Rivers to throw it. Got his man. It's Williams. And out across midfield down to the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
First down, Los Angeles.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. The first throw here for the backup, Taylor. And he's able to bring it out 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who have had the receivers on lockdown.
Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10.
6-6, pull it high.
After the turnover, here's Locke. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Jerry Tillery able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Here's Locke to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. We're holding on to the lead at this stage in the second half. Those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you've got to learn how to finish. It's the 2 F's for a rookie quarterback.
No. Joker. Jim.
After the interception, here's Taylor. Steps away to his left. Taylor hit. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. He had gained really good yardage, but that's what you tell your quarterbacks, right? Get down after you've got the run.
You don't have to prove your toughness. I think that's what a lot of coaches are trying to preach to their guys. Get the yardage, get down, protect the football, and protect yourself from extra hits as well.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Joey Bosa in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for it. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Credit the tackle to DJ Swearinger. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
I'm coming after you. Hey, Foxtrot.
Throwing now is Locke. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. The Charger drive about to get going. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it past the 50-yard line so they felt they were in striking distance. And to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. He'll get this to Eckler. And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. 7 yards on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And they've got a 4th down now in a game that, to be honest, has been pretty much everything we could have asked for. Gets it to Benjamin. It's caught. 16 yards is the pickup there and a 1st down for L.A. He'll look to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a 1st down. Rivers now from the 50. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Derek Wolfe in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. He's back to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. Back to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. 4th down now, and defensively, Charles, you know, they're just asking this crew for one more stop.
And you know that they're feeling the momentum right now, but they have to be very careful not to get over-exuberant, overexcited, and blow an assignment and give up the big 1st down.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now Rivers on 4th down. And this is caught by Jackson. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Caught by Allen. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game.
Black 15! Watch the screen! Watch the screen! Watch the screen!
Rivers. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down. And they will get the timeout. So 3 seconds remaining, and they can trot out the field goal unit and try to send this one to overtime. Now Charger kicker Mike Badgley on 4th down, coming out to try the field goal. And this one is right through. And that will knot us up at 10. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now.
Mike spoke forward. It's our time. It's our
To throw again on second down. Lock. Oh, he almost had it. Would have been a big interception here in OT. Instead, it'll give them another shot on third down. Another nice job there defensively. They've really stymied their passing attempts, and it continues in overtime.
And for them to do that, that means they've had to be cohesive on defense. Pressure in the quarterback's face. Good coverage of not just the wide receivers, but the tight end, the running backs when they try and slip out, and making sure they're at the point of attack. When the ball's in the air, they get there and help force some of those incompletions.
That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
On the double.
57. Let him know, let him know. Let him know, let him know.
Hey, Charlie.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah.
Block now on first down. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Melvin Ingram in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Now Locke. And the pressure gets to him again. Joey Bosa in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. Probably thinking they got to be careful not to force anything here in overtime. This is 3rd and a mile right now. On 3rd and long, it's Locke. Trying to lay one up deep. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. Well, their defense did its job. Now they're going to get the football with a chance to win it.
And it feels like they ran out on the field, and right before they did, they told the offense, don't worry about this. We got you. Okay, we've got the situation under control. We'll get it back for you for a chance to win the game, and boy, they did it well.
You ready? You ready? You ready?
The Chargers take over first and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Check green 90. Green 90.
Check me out. Check me out.
Running on first down, Eckler. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. On the stop that time, it was Josie Jewell. What can Rivers do in the OT? Blitz coming, and down he goes. Bradley Chubb picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way, and what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
So it's 3rd and long for the Chargers, and Rivers after the sack. 2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied. So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime. Working out of the gun, Rivers. And Allen's got it. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A gain of 19 on 3rd and 18, and that'll move the chains.
First down.
Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. What they say, it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes.
It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Charger first.
Well, how many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways. In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice game.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
All runners count on their eyes to find the gaps and creases, to find open space. There's absolutely none on that one. Totally swallowed up on that play.
On second down, Eckler. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. They'll be down to just one remaining as we step aside here in overtime.
Watch the team!
Check hot.
Zero.
Stop your whining.
It's Eckler again. And he'll be brought down well short of the first at about the 9-yard line. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout. It'll be their second and final timeout, remember, here in overtime. We'll be back. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. Well, we thought this game would be a good one. It did not disappoint into overtime, and it took the field goal to win it.
And we always pay lip service to how important it is to play defense. And usually we focus on the big offensive pyrotechnics, right? But in this case, they got the ball back on defense, gave themselves a chance, and they capitalized on it with a victory.
And I don't care what distance that field goes from in overtime. The knees are always knocking, but he pushed it through.
Not only that, think about your snapper, your holder. A lot of nerves for them, too, because they have to do their job in order to give him one last chance to put a foot to it.
So for our visitors, they continue to keep pace for that first-round bye as they move to 11-1. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Jacksonville to take on the Jaguars. Meanwhile, for Denver, it's another week with more questions than answers as they fall to 3-9. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.